Alright guys, welcome back. This is the 5th and final video of this series. This is all about lane positioning, how you would be on the road, whereabouts you should be on the road. It is very windy right now. Excuse the wind if it does come out very windy. Okay, so you're in this lane, right? This is the typical lane you're supposed to be in. Now, let's be honest, nobody really does, but this is the lane that you're supposed to be in the left tire track, right? And that it asserts lane dominance, meaning if you're over on that side, there's somebody that can literally turn into this lane. We're gonna move to the other side. Shoulder checks and mirrors, you want to be doing these things. You are very small compared to a car, so people don't look for you. You got to ride like you're invisible, right? You're not invincible, you're invisible, right? In stop, I've said this before. Foot on the rear brake, hand on the clutch, left foot on the ground. It's in first gear, hand on the throttle, okay? In case somebody behind you, again, and checking your mirrors, because I'm stopped, there's nobody behind me. You can pump the brake to kind of flash the brake a little bit, and that will help you be seen. But I always watch the mirror until that guy sees me, and I'm ready to go if he doesn't. So he sees me, he's starting to slow down, I'm touching my brake, and that's good. So I know that I'm seen, I'm able to go, and then green light, we can start to go. You should not be shifting in an intersection. Shift outside of the intersection. I again am in the right tire track now, and that again asserts lane dominance in this lane. I'm going to turn lanes now. I'm going to turn the signal light on. I'm going to do mirrors and shoulder check and turn in. Got to do that as quick as possible, but make sure you're doing those shoulder checks. Constantly be checking your mirrors. Basically ride like everyone wants to kill you. It's not that bad, but people don't see you, so it's a lot easier to react when you see it coming, right? Now you give yourself some distance, right, in case you have to stop. This guy's turning, there's a guy behind me, and I'm going to slow down, and there you go. Now there is a ton of crossroads and stuff. Everybody wants to come out of lanes. Not everybody sees motorcycles. When you're going through intersections, again, do not shift in intersections, but left, center, right, last left. Make sure you can scan the overall intersection. Again, not everybody stops for red lights. It sounds bad, but you know, you want to ride like something's gonna happen, right? The day that you become complacent is the day that something's bad's gonna probably happen, right? So again, checking mirrors. You want to do this more frequently in the city, especially because people don't see you. I know I've said that 100 times already, but at the end of the day, it's very, very important. And this guy can't do the speed limit, so again, I signaled, mirror checks, blind spot, and turn in. Left signal light on. Again, check the blind spot. Now I have a green light. I'm going to creep forward, but I'm not going to be able to go, so foot down. Again, survey the intersection, make sure, and then we're going to go. Shoulder check into the corner. Doing the shoulder check does actually help you turn the bars, because when you turn, it helps you kind of turn in. When you're going behind a car like this, again, you want to be on the left side or the right side. Find a way out, right? In case somebody does hit you, right? Or they're going to hit you behind or run you over, you have an exit point. Move the bike further out because you don't want to be leaning into the next lane, and then again back into your tire track. See, that guy didn't even see me, he just turned out. And there is no point in getting mad. Somebody cuts you off, somebody, you know, loses their mind and like just runs through a red light or something, right? The worst thing a motorcycle can do is get angry and take their mirror, right? Well, all that does is piss that driver off, and now the next time he sees a motorcycle, he sees you. He doesn't see the other motorcyclist. So now he's angry and he hates us all because you had to take his mirror because you felt wronged. Turn out of it, get away from it, a lot easier than trying to do some sort of hooligan crap, because all that's going to do is potentially put you underneath the car, or, you know, make an enemy for life, right? You're going to want to look through every turn, so every like driveway and stuff like that. You're going to want to sit there and look down it, make sure there's nothing through. You want to know everything around you, and if you don't, then it becomes a problem, right? So the most important, acknowledge cars around you, acknowledge potential threats, and ride defensively. Give yourself a cushion. You don't need to be in first, right? It's not a race. Look into your turns. Stop before the stop sign. Clear, all right, and go. And if you're like me, I wave at everybody. Most people will wave back. Not everybody. Shoulder check, and then it goes. Oh, and of course the most important thing out there ever, right? I'm in my lane, track, whatever. Other motorcyclists, you have to wave at them. It's funny actually, new riders and stuff like that that I've talked to, once they get their first motorcycle wave, they get so excited. It's like, I'm part of the club. And don't sacrifice looking forward, obviously, but you want to see through there, right? And then over there, right? You got to constantly see your surrounding. Again, not smart to park behind the car, just in case somebody behind you doesn't. There's a truck behind me, and he is slowing down. We're starting to go, so we're good. Okay, I am turning here. I'm going to be turning right, but again, I want my exit, right? So I take this whole lane up. I'm going to watch the guy behind me, okay? And there is nobody behind me, but if there was, then I'm taking that whole lane. And then I'm going to look into, shoulder check, and over. That shoulder check is actually a pretty neat trick, I'll be honest. I only started doing it after my second schooling. My instructor basically told me to do the shoulder check, and I'm like, but you're in the lane, it doesn't really make any sense. And she's like, you're checking what's behind you, and it helps you turn. I'm like, okay, cool. Again, person behind me, and he's perfect. It's funny actually, because you see them looking down and you're like, oh god, is today the day? See, there you go, there's another rider up there. See that? He's smart. Foot on the brake, left foot on the ground, he's ready to go. And now that it opened up to 2 lanes, you're going to want to stay on this track. Best is to be in that lane, and then we go on. So that guy was slowing down, I was beside him. I needed to be alert because he might not check his shoulder, he might not do his shoulder checks, he might not know that I'm there. So he might just turn to get around the guy in front of him. Again, you need to drive like everybody's trying to kill you. We're going to turn right here. Turn in first gear, ready to go. I'm okay to go. Shoulder check and in. Okay, I'm going to be turning left here. We're going to go into shoulder check. We're going to go into this turn lane. Again, another shoulder check. And turn in a little bit. So just practice that around, again, not really busy areas first, and then you'll work your way up into confidence. And then we're going to go onto the highway. So let's go onto the highway. It's literally the exact same thing on the highway. The only difference on the highway is everybody's going one direction. Constantly be checking your mirrors. Got to do that as quick as possible, but make sure you're doing those shoulder checks. This is Slight. I want to thank everyone for watching this. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.